Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this one today. We're looking at something really quite new. It's a move by the Trump administration to use military lawyers, JZs, as temporary immigration judges. This isn't just a small policy tweak. It really pushes at the boundaries between military and civilian roles. And, well, it could affect millions of people. We're drawing from a really insightful PBS NewsHour interview that looked into this. So our mission here is to figure out what this actually means. What are the legal angles? Is it practical? What about fairness for that massive immigration backlog? It's complicated. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. What exactly is happening? The Pentagon confirmed it, right? They're finding qualified judge advocates.
That's right, JGs. And it's at the request of the Department of Justice, the DOJ.
And their job to step in as temporary immigration judges, it feels like a pretty significant step.
It really is. And, the official reason given is important here. The Pentagon statement says these DOD lawyers are meant to augment existing resources, basically to help tackle that huge backlog of cases by actually presiding over immigration hearings.
Okay, augment existing resources. Sounds straightforward enough.
On the surface, yeah. It sounds like bringing in more hands to deal with a big problem. But as we'll see, it's not quite that simple. There's a lot underneath that.
Definitely. And just hearing military lawyers in civilian judicial roles immediately signals this is, well, different, novel. We're not talking JAGs handling courts-martial. This is crossing over into a purely civilian court system. So what's the first big legal question that pops up?
Well, yeah, the absolute first thing, and it came up straight away in the interview, is just, is this legal? Can you actually expand the military's role into a civilian judicial process like this? There's a pretty strong tradition and often legal walls keeping military and civilian government functions separate.
Right. It's fundamental.
Exactly. It's not just moving people around administratively. It touches on how our government is structured. James McPherson, and he knows this world, having been Undersecretary of the Army under Trump and with a long Navy career, he was very clear about this. He said, there are certainly a lot of legal issues raised by this decision. He specifically questioned if it's even appropriate to appoint a commissioned military officer to this kind of civilian judge position.
Because they're under a different command structure.
Precisely. Commissioned officers have a chain of command, a military oath. Civilian judges are supposed to be independent. That's a key difference. And he also wondered if it might actually violate an existing law that's meant to keep those military and civilian powers separate.
So it's not just any lawyer, it's specifically a military officer. That's the nub of the legal concern, the chain of command issue.
Yes. And McPherson did acknowledge that apparently the Department of Justice believes it's okay, legally speaking, but only in a